All right, Hola. Cinco
Hello.
de Mayo. I just told her that it was Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I
She
had
didn't
no
even
idea.
know.
I want tacos now.
Yeah, starving. Want to just give you a quick update. Couple of months ago, we posted a video out searching for Bay Area's finest, looking for a side hustle, building a mastermind, and we did
found
it.
them.
We did it.
They just left.
Just left. Just had the first meeting. We had a group of 7 people. Today was 5. We have a few out of town. But 5 really cool people working on side projects.
There are a lot of cool people out there.
Lot.
You just got to find them.
Gotta find them.
Yeah, we found some today.
It's cool how everything... People are just so connected. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
People are so connected in different ways. Like we have, a woman that is working on her YouTube video for her Bollywood dances. And we have another woman that's working full-time as an accountant, doing building a real estate business on the side. And then another guy that is, what is he, a private practice doctor, and he's building an athleisure company on the side.
Yeah, he's involved in wellness and stuff.
Yeah.
I think what was interesting is, like, the Bollywood dancer, she posts videos on YouTube. We gotta check her out. We're gonna post in this video.
Yeah.
But she obviously doesn't have a connection to the type of content that Tom is posting or I'm posting, but you guys were kind of riffing about, like, the back-end metrics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of, like, what you need to how many times you need to post, the volume of posts, consistency, the kind of figuring out the algorithm of YouTube.
Yep.
So all of that, we found so many connections with people who, right off the bat, you might not think you have something in common with.
Yeah. I think that's the important thing is, like, you can always learn from other people. That's, like, kind of one of the main takeaways I got.
Yeah.
And, like, the power of just, like, 2 people saying, like, hey, let's do something, putting it out there in the open and saying, hey, we're going to do this, hold ourselves accountable, and then setting it up and doing it.
It went better than I could have ever expected.
It was awesome.
It was really,
cool.
really fun.
It was cool.
I got a little happy tear welling up.
Are you about to cry?
Not now, but
Oh.
I will maybe later.
All right.
It was just really touching.
Yeah.
Everyone was really encouraging, and I think everyone has so much to offer, and we just totally saw that in that room. And of course, we got people who had to apply and had some track record of getting things done and being these kind of go-to people for working on projects. But we were kind of joking about, like, we could probably grab any 5 people just off the street and talk about the little connections we have and help tease out for them their gifts and the things they could be working on to make the world a better place. Yeah.
And, I would highly encourage anyone watching, start your own or hit us up to collaborate with us. We're looking for more people to connect with. I would say if you're starting your own, as like a quick checklist, it's like figure out the type of person that you want to get in front of, the type of people you want to collab with. For us, it was other people that were working on some form of side hustle, which is pretty infinite. Getting the application. I mean, we had 10, 12 questions that people filled out pages.
Yeah, 3 pages of answers.
Yeah.
It was really amazing to see them, actually do that for our silly questions.
Yeah.
Although it was fun, I think, even the process of, we each wrote them separately and then came together, and we had a lot of overlap. Yep. And the process of just putting together what we thought was important was kind of fun. Yeah.
And then setting hard deadlines. I needed to write my questions by this point. She needed it by that day. We were going to send these out by, March 1st. They need to apply by the end of March. The first meeting is going to be in the first week of May. And now, our next meeting is going to be next month. And, just setting that so it's things can just drag on for so long.
Right.
If you don't prioritize them and set the date.
Totally. And all the next steps we did were, digestible enough where you could get it done in a week, which is really good.
Yeah.
And everything we just did, let's talk a little bit about the exercise we walked everyone through.
Yeah.
Because the output of that was coming up with simple next steps you could achieve before the next meeting. Mm-hmm. And one of the members of our group, Joe, mentioned at the end, even in the meantime, once we were communicating back and forth about our next steps, he might finish one of his. We can kind of rally around each other, congratulate him on that, and then he's the only one who knows what he wants his next step to be after that one, and can write that in, be held accountable by the team, and maybe even gets 2 things done before the next meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the way that we set it up was, all right, everyone start with, we did a quick round of intros, all that stuff. Everyone start with, what's your number one goal that you want to accomplish with your side hustle in 2018?
Right.
And like we said, they were all about different things. Like no one's really was the same at all, which is cool. And then, all right, what are you doing right now to accomplish that? What are the obstacles that you're facing? And then, like you said, the goal is like everyone should have 1 or 2 or 3 action items that in the next month you're going to do these, and then we're going to be in a different place, hopefully in a forward place the next time we meet, and there's going to be new challenges, and then let's go through this progression, and it's the goal is for it to be a steady build up, so we can look back in 6 months, a year, multiple years, whatever it is, and be like, wow, like look at where we were in May of 2018, and look at where we've come.
Totally. Yeah, it was really like kind of a therapeutic process to like talk through that put like a very clear process behind what we needed to talk through, and then have everyone kind of adhere to that process but make it their own based on their story and what they're working on, and everyone has that kind of peak and valley of what they're struggling with and what they're achieving currently, which was really cool to see, and you totally feel like you're not alone in this at all, and it gives you a lot of enthusiasm to start working on the next steps.
Yeah, I liked how everyone was engaged.
You got lucky on that.
Like, yeah, I guess, but I mean, maybe it's the product of the people. I'm not sure. I wonder what it was, because everyone got 15 minutes. People went maybe a little bit over, but you have 15 minutes to talk about your idea, and like 3 or 4 of those minutes was a monologue, and then the last 11 or 12 was people asking questions, people thinking of ideas, and like everyone was collaborating on everyone's idea.
There wasn't anyone who didn't say anything.
No, which was cool. I think that's a big reason why a lot of people applied to this group, and we had to be pretty selective on who we took and who we wanted in, because we wanted people that were going to be engaged and had like skin in the game.
Right.
And we wanted it to be small enough where everyone's collaborating, everyone's getting something, versus like here's 50 people, 3 people go, and 47 like don't even know what they're doing,
I think the question we asked in the application about, like, I forget how we phrased it, but the track record of success, and had people list out, gave us an ability to say, oh wow, like this person's actually done some stuff that's like, we were really impressed by everyone we selected to be in the group, and that I think gave us a kind of quality of people that are used to achieving their goals in some capacity. But I think we also got lucky just in like the personalities of everyone. I just really genuinely liked everyone. Yeah,
and it wasn't just accomplishments, it was people. We name a specific time that you overcame adversity to accomplish something, because I think that's really important. Like people can make a certain amount of money or run a marathon or like do whatever, but like where was the pitfall that you had, and then how'd you get over that? I think that's kind of tells a lot about character.
Agreed. Well, I'm pretty pumped.
Fired up.
We got a lot to do, so we can't talk to you guys forever.
Fired up. I mean, from my end, I'll just maybe share a little bit too of like what we talked briefly about, like some of the other 3 people. From my end, as you know, if you've been watching anything, there's been a lot of focus on the rebrand, on Millennial Momentum, on where things are going with these videos, the blog, the podcast, the site, everything like that. So that's where my main focus was for this conversation, and I'll put it out there that I'm looking for other people to collaborate with that are experts in their field of health and wellness or finance or fashion or mindfulness or anything, of people that are millennials that are getting after it, that want to share some of their knowledge, whether it's via video, via podcast, via writing. I'm definitely looking for people to collaborate with. And if you know people that are killing it in any field, be a great podcast guest, hit me up. So that's my goal. That's what I'm focusing on the next month.
Yeah, so my big takeaways were really next steps with the yoga career, and getting into corporate consulting based on yoga philosophy and principles. So got some really good suggestions from some of the members of the Mastermind group around who to actually go to in terms of companies the types of titles to target when reaching out and recommending that I could bring yoga to their organization. I won't go into too much detail until I actually get in touch with some of them so I can tell you who I will be working with. But it was really, really, really helpful and very actionable. I felt not a lot of just conceptual, visions of things, but really actionable next steps. So that was really exciting. And then similarly, I'm working on my blog, website. Would love to get in touch with people who have, an opinion to share around yoga, mindfulness, also, the fashion, lifestyle, cooking, nutrition is very interesting to me, and would love to start collaborating there. Yeah, hit me up. So we can start cooking together, getting some ideas going, and then Tom and I have a little collab between us, some of the connections we found that I think maybe we'll start getting out there and bringing to people soon.
Yeah, once we get building up a little foundation. There's a lot going on in these two minds. So I guess, that's it for me. Any last words here?
No, I think just have a great Saturday and make sure to do something that challenges you today. Get some of those ideas going.
1% better.
Just a little.
1% better every day.
That is something big that I
Huge.
had kind of an epiphany with. Because
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
You are.
Yeah, and you can't...
You said that a lot during the meeting.
I know, I totally did. You can't get everything done in one day or in a week, and you can't be perfect at everything.
You should have seen her trying to set up this video. She was standing on this table trying to turn these extra lights on.
But
like
how
a nut
good
job.
is it now?
It's
the lighting
great.
is
It looks
better
good. It looks
than
good.
it was over there.
It looks good. Yeah, no, it does.
But yeah, you gotta
1%.
just get 1% better.
That's it. I would say a quick thing on that, like figure out some of the things that you wanted. If you have that goal, 1%. Like if there's 3 things you want to get better at, like you want to be a little healthier, you want to make more money, and you want to build your Nerf gun collection. Like get 1% better at all 3 of those things. You can do that really quick, even on a Saturday.
Let's leave people with this.
Yeah.
About you were talking to me about the week, writing your goals for the week, the things you want to get done in the week that make it a successful week.
Yeah.
But not get crazy with it.
No.
You just write a few things down.
No.
Maybe they're your job related, but also your side hustle related, right?
Yeah.
And then you cross those off. It can be Sunday to Sunday. It doesn't have to be on Friday. You're done.
No.
I have 2 left that I have to work on today and tomorrow.
Yeah, like if you pick maybe 2 to 4 or 5 things on Sunday, that if you know what you really want to accomplish, like your main goals, I'm just going to make them up. Like your main goals are, I want to make $100,000 this year. I want to have a stronger relationship with my significant other, and I want to build out my side hustle. You try to set like small goals for that week. So it's like, all right, if I want to grow my Nerf gun side hustle, I need to sign up for 3 Nerf gun symposiums this week. I'm going to do that. For my significant other, like I'm going to set up a date week or a date night, or I'm going to do something. We did that last night.
Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Double.
Lucky.
Or if it's like I need to make $100,000 this year, then that's what, $2,000 a week. Like I need to back that into however many sales calls I need to make, or whatever your job is. So like, but just set that up for the week. So it's like you could maybe accomplish all 3 of those by Tuesday, and then the rest of the week it's all gravy. Or if you haven't, then you got 7 days to get it done. Manageable.
Totally.
So.
All right, I think we've left you with a lot.
If you got value though, let me just say, hit the subscribe button, hit us in the comments, share us out. Tommy Tahoe, we gotta get you a funky name.
I don't know if I want funky, but something definitely catchy.
Yeah. A
catchy name.
We'll work on that.
Yeah,
it's not something that you think, like, it just kind of randomly happened. I've only been to Tahoe once. People don't even know that.
You haven't even skied.
I haven't even skied in Tahoe. Don't tell people that.
Hit them up for that.
All right, get after it. 1% better. That's it.
Bye, everyone.
Out.